everybody. Welcome to another edition of Rehash.
And certainly lots of stories that kept the news team busy. Let's start this off with Ken. You did a story this week on the THAAD.
Yeah, as you know, THAAD refers to a Terminal High Altitude Area Defense Missile Battery, and this week the U.S. Army held public hearings for an environmental assessment that calls for the permanent stationing of the THAAD here on Guam. As you recall, it was nearly like 2 years ago when the THAAD was deployed to Guam following missile threats from North Korea. This environmental assessment calls for a permanent stationing of the THAAD here on Guam, along with about 100 troops and their families. While the public hearings did finish this week, you can still comment on the proposal and until July 9th at THAADGuamEA.com. Some of our Facebook comments that we got from Chris Abulensha, he says, "Keep it, like seatbelts, better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it."
You also did another big story on the Chamorro Village, which you'll need to check out on our Facebook page. Issa, you did a story on veterans issues.
Yeah, so earlier this week there was a hearing regarding a resolution to petition Congresswoman Madeline Bordallo to ask the VA Inspector General to investigate allegations of mismanagement and access barriers preventing veterans from receiving quality primary and specialty care at the Guam Vet Care and the community-based outpatient clinic. And so I spoke with a lot of veterans, and a lot of them shared similar concerns, basically long delays in their treatment. According to Ronnie Cruz, who's part of the Iraqi, Afghanistani veterans, he said this, according to him, this may have led to a wrongful death of an Afghanistan veteran. So there's a lot of concerns there, and we'll have more on this next week. One of our Facebook comments on this matter was from Joyce Bestiglia, and she said, "This is a disgrace. All those men and women give their life to support their country and the great old USA. They need first-class medical and hospital care. What's up with this? Even out here it's happening. Perhaps we should send the U.S. Congress and the Guam legislature into the war zone."
All right. Jolene, you did a story on a burglary that occurred at Father's Day and how it went viral all over social media.
Yes, definitely. In this day and age, when you post a picture on the internet, it does have the potential of going viral and spreading like wildfire. And that's exactly what happened when Catherine Nicholas shared that her home was burglarized on Father's Day. And she shared that with KUAM, and we shared it as well. And within minutes, tips were pouring in to the identity of the woman who she depicted in a photo that she posted on Facebook. And then with that information and the tips that we received, we then forwarded that information over to GPD, who was able to make an arrest. And they arrested Dolores Meno and Roseanne Nicholas Canata. Now, Dolores Meno, she has been magistrated already. She was the one depicted in the actual photo. And as for Roseanne Canata, she actually was released. So, the story will develop, and we'll continue to follow the story to see what happens in our judicial system with these two suspects.
Okay.
Well, I'm sorry. And a comment that I have on Facebook from Fred and Mar Parks Nicholas: "Biba Guam, our island, our community, our people looking out and helping one another. Good job."
All right. And if you have got a tip, video, or pictures you would like to share with us, all you have to do is tag us on Facebook. You can also email us at reporters@kuam.com.
Stay tuned. Weekend Edition is back after this.